Last time, Christine did her best to escape with almost 16 grand, but for once, it wasn't just her opponents who stopped her. Christine.
Rabbit.
It's bird. I've got to take away the 10 seconds from the 4, which goes into minus, which eats up your 60 seconds. Christine, you have failed to escape. Will anyone escape, or will they all stay cash trapped? Hello and welcome to Cash Trapped, the show where no one leaves until someone wins. Our 6 players are back again. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Brad.
Now, the chance to escape once again is all down to the person who makes the most cash on this episode. In front of you is the money you've accrued previously, and that money is safe, so let's put it away. There you go. You all start from 0. Christine just missed out on yesterday. They've all got money. You haven't. Failed to escape. Anyone missing home at all?
Can someone write to my mum and let her know I'm still alive?
Yes, we can do that, Lucy. Have no fear of that.
So long.
OK, everyone looking forward to it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dean with £10,400, slowly building up his pot. Round 1 is a knockout. I'll ask a series of buzzer questions where you can knock each other out. The last man standing gets control of this board. 6 categories. There you are. Each one of those categories is a single question worth £1,000. Get it right, and you can cash trap an opponent who will be locked out of the entire first round and will not be able to play until it's over. Get it wrong, and you yourself will be in that position and be cash trapped. I wish you all luck. Here we go. First question in the knockout. What European city gives its name to a green vegetable traditionally served at Christmas? Tony.
Brussels.
Brilliant, yeah. I would have never thought of that. Of course it's Brussels, yeah. Absolutely. Who do you want to knock out?
It's going to have to be Dean, I'm afraid.
Dean it is already. Dean loses out, knocked out. Here we go. What football team won the 2016 FA Cup? Christine.
Leicester.
He's wrong. You've knocked yourself out.
No.
It was Manchester United. It was the Premiership that Leicester won. Here you go. Not a football fan. Right.
I love football.
You do?
I do. Brentford.
Oh, thank you, Christine. Right. In what month is Father's Day celebrated in the... Lucy?
June.
Celebrated in the UK. It is June. Who do you want to knock out?
Tony.
Tony is knocked out. 3 left to play at this. What group topped the UK singles chart in '74 with Waterloo? Sarah.
ABBA.
Is right. Well played. ABBA it is. Winners of the Eurovision Song Contest, of course. Sarah, who do you want to knock out?
Sorry, Lucy.
Oh, what a surprise. Gosh.
All right, between Sarah and Ilias, who's getting control of the board. The name of Prince Andrew's daughters are Beatrice and what? Ilias.
Eugenie.
Oh, great answer. Obviously knocking out Sarah. You need to choose a category now for £1,000. Get it right. Girl bands, horse racing, world geography, the A-team, money and road signs.
I'm going to go for girl bands.
Going for girl bands. All right, there's girl bands. That's the category. Please bring up the 6 alternative answers. Get this right. Not only do you win £1,000, you get a chance to cash trap an opponent immediately, and they will not be able to play for the rest of the whole of round 1. Here's your question, Ilias. Which of these is not the name of a member of the Saturdays? Which of these is not the name of a member of the Saturdays?
Right.
Crikey.
Frankie is, Rochelle is. Oh, God. 6 there. I'm going to go for middle for diddle, top row, Una.
You're going for Una?
Yeah.
Is Una the right answer? It is wrong, which means you don't win £1,000 and you cash trap yourself. You're out of the first round entirely. 5 players, fingers back on the buzzers, you're back in play. Here we go. What black and white marine mammal is also known as an orca? Sarah?
Killer whale.
Yeah, killer whale, it is right. Who do you want to take out?
I'm going to not pick on Lucy again because she's getting a bit fed up with me.
Thank you.
I'll take Dean out, I think.
Knocking out knocking out Dean. Here's your next question. 5 more categories to go. In terms of area, what is the world's largest hot desert? Christine.
Sahara.
Is right. Sahara is right. Who are you knocking out?
Lucy.
Lucy knocked out. Only Christine, Tony and Sarah left to play in the knockout stage. Who gets control of the board? We're about to find out within a couple of questions. What 2004 Simon Pegg film has the tagline, a romantic comedy with zombies? Tony.
Shaun of the Dead.
Is right. Well played. Who are you knocking out?
Christine.
Christine it is. All right.
Sorry, Christine.
Here's your question, Tony and Sarah. What country sent an armada to attack... Tony.
Spain.
Is right. Spain is right. Who sent an armada to attack Britain in 1588? Obviously, you're going to knock out Sarah, being the last player alongside you. OK, here we go. Horse racing, world geography, the A-team, money, road signs.
This is difficult. They're all roughly about the same level for me. I'll go for road signs.
You're going for road signs. It is. Thank you very much indeed. 6 alternative answers on the category of road signs. Let's bring those up. Penguin, bear, elephant, hippo, lion and giraffe. Worth £1,000 to you, Tony, and also you can cash trap another opponent. Here we go. Here's your question. On UK roads, which of these animals is usually depicted on a brown tourist sign to represent a zoo?
I could be wrong. I'll go for elephant.
You're saying elephant if it's right. £1,000 and you can cash trap an opponent. Is that the right answer? It is indeed. Well played. £1,000 to you, Tony. Take you up to £1,300. And time now to cash trap an opponent who will be frozen out for the rest of this whole of round one. Who will it be?
I'm gonna go for... Sorry, Dean, but you're too quick on the buzzer.
Dean is cash trapped. Here we go.
Got one yet?
Huh?
I said I'm quick on the buzzer. I haven't got one yet.
Lucy, Christine, Tony, Sarah still in the game. Back to the knockout round. Fingers back on the buzzers. Who will be last man standing and take on another £1,000 question? Here we go. What is the 23rd letter of the English alphabet? Christine.
Y.
Is wrong.
Sorry.
You knock yourself out. It's wrong. It's W. Here we go. Here's your next question. Since 2012, who has presented the ITV series For the Love of Dogs? Lucy.
Paul O'Grady.
Paul O'Grady is right. Who do you want to knock out?
Tony.
Tony is knocked out. Just between you and Sarah. Here we go. In 1990, Stephen Hendry defeated Jimmy White to claim his first world championship in what sport, Lucy?
Snooker.
Is correct. Obviously, you're knocking out Sarah.
Yep.
Lucy, you're at the board.
Yes, I've never been at the
Welcome.
board. This is so exciting.
Horse racing, world geography, the A-team, money.
We'll go with the A-team.
Go with the A-team. All right, let's put the A-team up. 6 alternative answers. Whereabouts are you from, Lucy?
Well, originally from Essex, but I live in Hertfordshire now.
Whereabouts in Essex are you from?
Harlow.
Harlow. Good move. Well done. OK, you've got Big Al, Bad Attitude, Basic Agent, Bel Air, Bombs Away, Best Avoid. Those are the alternative answers. Here we go. Here's your question for £1,000 and to cash trap another opponent. In the TV series The A-Team, what does the BA stand for in the name of the character B.A. Baracus?
Oh, well, luckily, I'm quite a big A-team fan, so I know this one is Bad Attitude.
Is that the right answer? It is indeed. Bad Attitude. Well done. £1,000 to you. And who do you want to cash trap? Lock them out for the rest of this round.
I'll go with Christine.
Christine. OK, Christine was on fire yesterday, of course. Bad news today, stuck on £100 and locked out for this first round. 3 players left in. Here's your question. Fingers back on buzzers. Cabbage mixed in with potato is commonly known as bubble... Sarah.
And squeak.
Yeah, you're right. Bubble and squeak. Who are you knocking out?
Tony, please.
Tony, taking out Tony. All right, here's your next question. Only 2 players left to play in this knockout. Sarah and Lucy, get ready, fingers on buzzers. Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail, Sarah.
Peter Rabbit.
Oh, what an answer that is! Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail are the 3 siblings of what Beatrix Potter character? Brilliant. Peter Rabbit. Great interception. Obviously knocking out Lucy. Choose a category.
I'm no good at horse racing, other than I do go to Ladies' Day occasionally at Goodwood. I'll go for world geography.
World geography it is, and bring up 6 alternative answers. 1, of course, being the real one. The signpost, the seagull, the strength, the saviour, the spindle, the salesman. For £1,000 and to cash trap another player. Here we go. Here's your question. The name of the Latin American country of El Salvador literally means what?
El Salvador. Well, I shouldn't imagine it's signpost, seagull, spindle or salesman. I'm going to go for the saviour.
You're saying the saviour?
Yeah.
Is that the right answer for £1,000? It is indeed. Well played. £1,000 on its way. You go into the lead with £1,400, Sarah. Time now to cash trap one of your nearest opponents. Who will it be?
Alphabetically, I'm afraid it's Lucy.
Alphabetically? Wow. That's a new one.
Here we are. Those are the categories that are left: horse racing and money. Fingers back on buzzers. Tony and Sarah, last man standing. Here we go. Good luck. What Scottish loch is over 20 miles long? Tony.
Lomond.
Is wrong. You're knocked out, Tony. What Scottish loch is over 20 miles long and is famously said to contain a monster, of course, Loch Ness, which leaves you in control of the board, Sarah. What do you want, horse racing or money?
Money, please.
Money it is. 6 alternative answers on that subject, please. Oliver Cromwell, Florence Nightingale, Richard III, Mary Magdalene, William Wilberforce, Jane Austen. Are you ready? Sarah, here's your question. Which of these historical figures is set to appear on the Bank of England £10 note from 2017? This will give you another £1,000 and obviously you'll be able to cash trap Tony.
Well, I know some of them have already been on them, so obviously that's not going to be a future one. I'm going to have a guess at Jane Austen.
You're saying Jane Austen for £1,000 and to cash trap Tony. Here we go. Is that the right answer? Oh, it is. Brilliant. Another £1,000, £2,400. Obviously, you're going to cash trap Tony, which, of course, leaves you in a fantastic position of being last man standing, which means there's only one category left. You get that category. But you only get one go at this for another £1,000. Bring up the 6 alternative answers, please. The ladder, the chair, the ledge, the table, the wall, the bench. Here we go for another £1,000. Good luck, Sarah. Here's your question. Which of these is the name of a fence at the Grand National Racecourse at Aintree? Now, do you like your horse racing? You said you go to Goodwood.
I was hoping that was going to be the question.
Really?
Yes.
Brilliant. Have you been to Aintree?
No,
You haven't?
That's north. Don't go north.
OK, fair enough.
What's wrong with the north?
I read.
Hey.
Never go north. There'd be dragons up north.
Right then, what do you reckon?
The chair.
You're saying the chair? Is that the right answer? It is indeed another £1,000. Congratulations, well played, Sarah. Brilliant stuff. There we are. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Everyone is back in play now for round 2. Sarah, £3,400. Lucy, £1,300. Tony, £1,300. Ilias, 100. Christina, 100. Poor old Dino.
Oh, mate.
My heart bleeds for you, Dino. And you know why? Because you've got £10,400 that's banked. Don't worry about that.
Well, it's no use if I don't win it.
I sort of see what you're saying. Is Sarah going to get away with it, or will they stop her? Find out after the break. Welcome back to Cash Trap. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard, just to recap for you guys at home. Sarah up the top there, £3,400. I think that's the first time you've been on the top of the leaderboard. Is that right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Dino right down the bottom with no money at all, but plenty of time to catch up, especially in this next round, the head-to-head. But I've just got to ask you, now, you've been here for 3 shows. Do you have a certain amount of friendship, camaraderie?
Not anymore.
And you wonder why you get picked on, Dean, really.
It is round 2. He's got to get his kids on holiday, isn't he? What's the kids' names?
Sophie and Chloe.
Sophie and Chloe. And where do they want to go on holiday?
Probably Cyprus.
Oh, nice. Yeah, lovely.
You know what? Just remember, guys, if it wasn't for the escape round in round 1, on day 1,
Yeah.
they'd all be watching this at home as well.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right, round 2, time for the head-to-head, and we are doubling the money.
Yeah.
Everyone back in play. It's one question on the buzzer to see who gets control of this board. There are the categories. The buzzer question is critical, though, as you know, because get it right and you choose a category and then you choose an opponent to play against. All right, I wish you luck. Fingers on buzzers. What famous building in Washington, D.C. has the address... Dean.
The White House.
It is the White House.
Goodness for that.
Very good. £200, of course, for that initial question. Choose a category, please. James Bond, Prime Ministers, European Geography, the Internet, Herbs and Spices, board games.
This is tough. I'm dithering between European geography and board games, and I think all of these guys will be good at both.
Right.
So I will take a punt on board games.
Taking a punt on board games.
Yeah.
Let's have the category of board games. And who are you going to take on in the head-to-head?
I don't know. Just because, and I quote, "You're in my eye line," Sarah.
Sarah, it is. All right. Here it is.
Enjoyed doing
It's
that,
Dean
you know.
versus Sarah. Dean's in control of the board. I'll ask you a question on the subject of board games. The two of you will take it in turns, and we'll keep going until one of you finds the right answer. The winner gets £2,000. The loser is cash-strapped and will not be able to play and be completely frozen out for the whole of round 2. So, here we go. Let's see the alternative answers for board games. Tokyo, Las Vegas, London, Atlantic City, Paris, New York. Here's your question. First marketed in 1935, the Monopoly board game originally featured place names from which of these cities? Oh, now then.
Oh, I mean, the obvious answer is London, but am I second-guessing myself? There are 4 of them that I'm pretty sure are not the answer.
Right.
I'm going to go with London because I'll kick myself if it's not.
You're going with London.
Yeah.
Is London... Now, Sarah, before we go to this answer, do you know anything about Monopoly?
I must be the only person in the world that has a Monopoly tattoo.
I tell you what, Dino, did you pick the wrong opponent? And I tell you what, Sarah, I need to ask you, how many people pass go and how many people collect £200? You said London. Is that the right answer? It is wrong. It is wrong. We throw it over to Sarah. OK, Sarah, Tokyo, Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Paris, New York. What do you reckon it is?
It is Atlantic City.
Really? I wouldn't know that. You're saying Atlantic City. Is that the right answer for £2,000? Oh, unbelievable. Away she goes. £5,400. Dino. See you, mate. Cash trap.
I'll start planning for the escape route now, will I?
What's your tattoo of?
Well, it's all the pieces, the dog, the top hat, the racing car, a couple of dice
Whereabouts is it?
on my leg.
Oh, right, good. Well, there you are. All right, well, everyone, we're back in play. Dino's frozen out on £200, although, to be fair, don't feel sorry. He's got $10,400 in his bank. All right, those are the categories that left. Everyone's back into the head-to-head. Here we go. Here is your question. Fingers on buzzers. What type of tree appears in the title of Kenneth Grahame's 1908 children's Lucy?
Willow.
Oh, what a great answer. The 1908 children's novel, what kind of tree appears in Ken Grahame's book? It is willow. Well played indeed. Choose a category.
I'll go with Bond.
You're going
James Bond.
James Bond, I like it. Thank you very much. There's a category. Who do you want to take on, head-to-head?
Tony.
Taking on Tony. All right, leaving Sarah out of it, trying to build up your money. I see what you're doing there. Nice strategic play. Let's see the 6 alternative answers. We have Penelope, Smallbone, Chew Me, Molly Warmflash, Plenty O'Toole, Holly Goodhead, Foxy Cleopatra. Penelope Smallbone, of course. Right, here's your question. Which of these is not the name of a female character in the official James Bond film series?
Well, I'm pretty sure that this one was actually in one of the Austin Powers films, so that's Foxy Cleopatra.
So you're saying that's not a Bond?
That's not Bond.
Right,
it's Austin
OK.
Powers.
Is that the right answer? Oh, it is. Well played. £2,000. Takes you up to £3,500. Tony, guess what?
Cash strapped.
You got it.
Sorry.
All right. Players back in. 4 players left back in. Lucy, Ilias, Christine and Sarah. Here's your question. Who gets control of the board? Since 2010, who has played the title character in the TV series Luther? Lucy.
Idris Elba.
It is Idris. You're absolutely right.
Hi, Idris, if you're watching.
Idris, if you're watching. Choose a category.
The internet.
Internet it is. Thank you very much. Who do you want to take on?
Try Christine.
Oh, avoiding Sarah. Very good. And let's see the 6 alternative answers, please. There you go. There they are. Justin Bieber, Jeremy Clarkson, Sam Smith, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Zayn Malik. Here's your question. According to Google, who was the most searched male celebrity in the United Kingdom in 2015?
because of all the hoo-ha, I think I'll guess at Jeremy Clarkson.
You're saying Clarkson. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer. Well played. Another £2,000. Now, you've streaked into the lead there, Lucy. You cash-trapped Christine, locked out till the end of this round. Other players are back in. Here we go. Lucy, Ilias and Sarah. Here's your question. What is the square root of 900? Ilias.
90. Oh.
Correct answer is 30.
Yeah.
2 players left in. Here's your question. Lucy versus Sarah. This is what we want to see. Yeah, the big brains are at it. Here we go. What US rock band with members Anthony Kiedis and Flea released the 2016 album The Getaway? Lucy.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Absolutely. Choose a category.
I'll go with Prime Ministers.
Prime Ministers it is. All right. Who are you taking on?
Ilias, please.
Ilias. Still avoiding Sarah. Let's put the 6 alternative answers up on the board. There we are. There we go. Clement Attlee, Neville Chamberlain, David Lloyd George, Stanley Baldwin, Anthony Eden, Ramsay MacDonald. Here's your question. Which of these former Prime Ministers served during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II? This is tough.
It is tough. Yeah, I was hoping it would be more recent Prime Ministers, really. Stanley Baldwin.
You're saying Stanley Baldwin. Is Baldwin the right answer? It is wrong. Here we go. Ilias, you're in. Brilliant opportunity. Here you go.
I know,
Ilias,
I know. And I'm going to go for Chamberlain.
You're saying Neville Chamberlain
Yeah.
served during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah.
Is that the right answer? That was your chance to steal. All right, goes back to Lucy with £5,900. Lucy, what do you think?
I'm going to try Anthony Eden.
You're saying Anthony Eden. If this is right, it's an unassailable lead. Takes up to just under £8,000. Are you ready?
No.
Is that the right answer? It is indeed. Well played. £7,900.
Wow.
Ilias in the head-to-head there gets immediately cash-trapped. Now then, here it is. Battle of the big money. This is crucial. Here's your question, fingers on the buzzers. What former tabloid editor became a permanent... Sarah.
Piers Morgan.
Became a permanent host on Good Morning Britain in 2015. Piers Morgan, you're absolutely right. Takes you up to £5,600. Choose a category.
Herbs and spices.
Herbs and spices, right. Let's go. Obviously, you are taking on Lucy. Let's see the 6 alternative answers. Ooh. Rosemary, basil, parsley, sage, thyme, coriander. Here's your question. The name of which of these herbs comes from the Greek word for royal? Hands up, those of you that know this. Dino knows it.
Well, yeah.
Cash trapped, can't take part. Sarah, you're up.
Only because a sage is a knowledgeable person.
Yeah, wise person, I
Sage.
get that. You're saying sage?
Don't know otherwise, it's just a guess.
For £2,000 and to cash trap Lucy. Is sage the right answer? It's wrong. We throw it over to Lucy.
I'll guess at rosemary, because I think it's used in Greek cooking, but they probably all are.
You're saying rosemary?
Yeah.
All right. Is that the right answer? For £2,000. It is the wrong answer. Sarah, you're back in play. Now it gets interesting. Time to pull it back. This will take you up to £7,600, only £300 behind Lucy.
Coriander.
You're saying coriander. Is it the right answer? It is wrong. Here we go. Lucy, back to you.
Oh, dear. Parsley.
You're saying parsley.
Why not?
If that's the right answer, you go just under £10,000. Here we go. Is that the right answer? No. It's the wrong answer. Sarah, flip of a coin. Basil and thyme. This will take you up to £7,600, £300 just behind Lucy.
Well, I've just had a slight flash, going back to when I used to watch the Herbs on the telly when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The top dog was Basil, wasn't he? I think, as far as I remember, so I'm going to go for Basil.
You're going for Basil? If Basil's right, you get £2,000, you cash trap Lucy, and then you take on the last category as well. That's the position you're in. This would make you almost unassailable. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer. £2,000 takes you up to £7,600. You cash trap Lucy at £7,900. Lock her out for the rest of this round, which means there's one more category to play, European geography, and you're it. You get one go at this. Bring up the 6 alternative answers, please. One go for another £2,000 will take you up to £9,600. You took 5 goes, by the way, to get it in that last category. Can you get it in one? Here we go. Croatia, Austria, Lithuania, Estonia, Germany, Bulgaria. Which of these European countries is landlocked?
I'm not absolutely sure, but something's telling me to say Austria.
You think Austria?
Yeah.
For £2,000 and to go into the lead, taking you up to £9,600, is that the right answer? It is the right answer. Well played. Sarah, brilliant. You've maintained your lead, £9,600. Bad luck, Lucy. That is the end of round 2. Everyone is back in play. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now. Look at that. £9,600, way out in front. Sarah, Lucy second, 7-9. Tony third with 1,300. Dean, 200. Ilias, 100. Christine, £100. Oh, Christine. Shocker. After yesterday as well. Unbelievable. Who is going to make it to the end game? Who is going to escape with their money? Will they stop them or will they get away? Find out after the break. Welcome back. Look at this. It is a 2-horse race. Sarah and Lucy way out in front. Sarah with £9,600. Lucy with £7,900. The person with the most money at the end of today's show obviously goes to escape in round 4. It'll be up to the rest of you to stop them. It's big money. I mean, Dean has £10,400 in the bank.
And now I'll have an extra 200.
Yes. But you've got time to build this up.
Yeah.
This is the catch-up round. Round 3, £500 for each correct answer. 45 seconds on the clock per player. Person with the lowest amount at the moment will go first. Are you ready? Here we go. It's down to you, Christine. Each correct answer is worth £500. Your time starts now. Dorothy Gale is a character in what 1939 fantasy film?
Pass.
Wizard of Oz. Bombay is the former name of what major Indian city?
Mumbai.
Correct. Tim Farron became leader of what UK political party in June 2015?
It wasn't UKIP.
Liberal Democrats. Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel are former world champions in what motorsport?
Formula 1 racing driver.
Correct. Hosier had a 2015 top 10 hit with Take Me To Where?
Bad.
Church. What taxi company shares its name with a German word for above?
Can I hear the question again?
What taxi company shares its name with a German word? Correct. Chanterelle and Portobello are types of what food?
Mushrooms.
Correct. What was the name? All right, there we go. Let's see where you've ended up. Third with £2,100. Quite a low-scoring game today, I have to say, for the 4 other players other than Sarah and Lucy. So that puts you in third place, £2,100. Take me to bed. Don't be embarrassed. I thought it was great. The nation loves you for that, Christine. Here we go. Christine, you can't get anywhere near the top 2 players. Therefore, you, Christine, are cash-trapped. Ilias, here we go. £100 also. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Your time starts now. What's the first name of Prince William's daughter?
Pass.
Charlotte. In golf, what colour jacket is traditionally presented to the winner of the US Masters?
Green.
Correct. What British TV presenter married Jane Goldman in 1988?
Pass.
Jonathan Ross. In the Peanuts comic strip, what is the name of Charlie Brown's dog?
Snoopy.
Correct. Jarvis Cocker was the lead singer of what 90s Britpop band?
Oh, God, Jarvis Cocker. It was, pass.
Pulp.
Pulp.
In 2015, Malcolm Turnbull became Prime Minister of what Southern Hemisphere country?
Is it Australia?
Correct. The triceps muscle is found in what part of the body?
Your arm.
Correct. The Rialto Bridge is a made... No time to get there for you. Ilias, you end up third now, knocking Christine out of third spot. Actually, you're tying, but, Ilias, you know what that means?
With that performance, mate, I'm cash-trapped.
Dino, are you ready?
Come on, Dean.
Come on, Dean.
At least they
Go,
can't use their
Dean.
buzzers this time. Let's go for it.
Yeah, let's go. At least they can't use their buzzers. £200 we kick off with.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can add to our 10,400. £500 each correct answer. 45 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Your time starts now. In the 1960s Australian TV series, what type of animal was Skippy?
Kangaroo.
Correct. The Henley Royal Regatta is an annual rowing event held on what British river?
Thames.
Correct. What flower features in the Wordsworth poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud?
Pass.
Daffodil. On an Ordnance Survey map, the abbreviation PO stands for what?
Post office.
Correct. What actor played Elliot Ness in the 87 film The Untouchables?
Kevin Costner.
Correct. What type of rice is traditionally used to make a risotto?
I pass.
Arborio. Archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb of what ancient pharaoh in
Tutankhamun.
Correct. Born in 1996, Lourdes is the eldest daughter of what American
Madonna.
singer? Correct. The Musketeers Trophy is awarded to the winner of what tennis tournament?
No idea.
French Open. No time to get there for you. Dino, £3,200.
Disappointing, but hopefully I'll add it to the 10 for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. That would give you a 13,600. That's nice. All right. Is that a game plan of yours to keep under the radar, keep adding and adding? Hopefully we're going to stay here for 3 or 4 months and you end up with $1 million.
Absolutely. It's all a big hustle.
Is it? Yeah. I like your style. Good man. Dino, of course, you're nowhere near Lucy or indeed Sarah. Therefore, mate, guess what?
I'm a cash trout.
You are, mate, you are. Tony, £1,300. Here we go. All right, let's see how far we can get. Tony, good luck. Your time starts now. The Higgs boson particle is also commonly called the what particle?
Pass.
God. What male animals featured on the logo for the car manufacturer Lamborghini?
Panther.
Bull. In the traditional rhyme, a child born on what day has far to go?
Friday.
Thursday. What is the first name of the designer who founded the Armani fashion house?
Giorgio.
Correct. What term for a temporarily inactive volcano comes from the Latin verb to sleep?
Pass.
Dormant. Esmeralda is a character from what 1831 novel by Victor Hugo?
And Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Correct. Colonel Tom Parker was the manager for what king of rock and roll?
Elvis. Presley.
Correct. Carlsberg beer was first brewed in what Scandinavian country?
Denmark.
Oh, just in time. Another £500. Well played. Takes you into third place, Tony. £3,300. Of course, you can't even reach Lucy. Nowhere near. Tony, you're cash trapped. Now then. It's been close today. Completely just you girls way, way out in front. All right, here we go. Sarah's still at the top, £9,600. Lucy, £7,900. Lucy, you're to go next. You're £1,700 adrift. You've got a real chance now. You've got a real chance of making some serious money.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Go on then.
Here we go. 45 seconds. Your time starts now. The England rugby team play the home games in what stadium?
Twickenham.
Correct. Janet Weiss and Dr. Frankenfurter are characters in what
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Correct. What city in north-east Scotland is nicknamed Granite City?
Aberdeen.
Correct. The 2015 book Call Me Dave's a biography of what politician?
David Cameron.
Correct. The word equine specifically refers... Correct. In classical mythology, who was the leader of the Muses and the god of the sun?
Don't know.
Apollo. I Should Be So Lucky was the first...
Kylie Minogue.
Correct. In cooking, what common Italian term describes pasta that is firm when bitten?
Al dente.
Correct. In the Arthur Conan Doyle story, Sherlock's companion, Dr. Watson, has what first name?
John.
Correct. Clogs and Crocs. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Well done, Lucy.
Thank you.
Right. Will Lucy be out front? Will Lucy be the player that tries to escape today, or will Sarah be able to catch Lucy?
She'll catch me.
You think she'll catch you?
Yeah, she's done well today.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
5 questions right will put you on top of that board and you'll play to escape with your money plus whatever you've accrued over the last 2 shows. Sarah, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Your time starts now. The architect Christopher Wren is buried in what London cathedral?
St Paul's.
Correct. What Dutch artist painted The Starry Night in 1889?
Van Gogh.
Correct. Since 2015, former Labour MP Ed Balls has been the chairman of what British football club?
West Ham.
Norwich City Football Club. Arthur Miller and Joe DiMaggio are former husbands of what 1950s film
Marilyn
star?
Monroe.
Correct. The Big Sur is the name of a coastal region in what American state?
Florida.
California. What Tracy Chapman song was covered by Jonas Blue and Dakota in 2016?
No, don't know.
Fast Car. What creatures are the subject of the films Arachnophobia and Eight-Legged Freaks?
Spiders.
Correct. Cointreau and Grand Marnier are liqueurs made with what fruit flavouring?
Orange.
Correct. Oh, the last question. The last question. That is unbelievable.
I'm going to cry.
Don't cry, Lucy. There's no point in crying. What you've got to do, you've got to put that to bed and concentrate on keeping Sarah from escaping. Of course, Lucy gets cash trapped. Lucy, you are trapped. Sarah, £12,100. That means you are playing to escape in round 4. Let's add that to the money you've accrued over the last couple of shows. Let's see what you've got. You are trying to escape with £21,000. Wow. Is Sarah going home with £21,000 or can she be stopped by the rest of the team? Find out after the break. Well, welcome back to the final round of the show, the escape round. Sarah has made the most money today and will now play to escape the cash trap. This is what Sarah is playing for because we've added Sarah's money, not just from today's show, but from the 2 previous shows as well, all added together. Sarah's trying to escape now with £21,000. That's what it is all about. The rest of you must stop her or you will lose all the money that you have banked. These are the amounts you've banked over the last couple of days and this particular show. Dean is on £13,600. Lucy is on £21,000. Ilias, £9,300. Christine, £2,100, because obviously you didn't escape yesterday and you were back to zero. Tony, who didn't escape the day before and was back to zero, has made £7,700. Sarah, also on £21,000, but made the most money on today's particular show. So you get the chance to escape. If Sarah escapes after round 4, you lose it. Yeah. I get another 6 contestants. Yeah. If Sarah escapes, you all go. I lose you all, and we all become friends over the last few days. So you go home with nothing. Ilias, your wife's honeymoon.
Yeah.
That she's been waiting for from 2001?
2000, yeah. She'll be waiting a bit longer, it's looking like.
Oh, exactly. It means a lot. The kids' holiday, Dean.
I know. Have you no shame?
Oh, the guilt trips are out again.
Here we go. We're playing to stop Sarah. Sarah is playing to escape with £21,000. Sarah, all that stands between you, of course, and your cash and your trip home with that money are your 5 opponents. Everyone is back in play and fingers are on the buzzers. I will ask you quick-fire questions against the clock. 60 seconds, that is. Sarah, every question you answer correctly, you will be able to cash trap one of your opponents. Trap all 5 and you escape with your money. Remember, your buzzer doesn't stop the clock, your answer does. If you get a question wrong, we will take 10 seconds away from your time. The other players will also be answering the questions at the same time, and if they buzz in and get it right, obviously they eat up your time, but if they get it wrong, they cash trap themselves, making it easier for you within the time allocated. It's a game of strategy. A lot of money at stake here for all of you. This is the blunt end. 3 days we've been playing this now. A lot of money at stake. Are we ready to play?
Yeah.
60 seconds on the clock, please, and fingers on the buzzers. Here we go. Your time starts now. In the Matt Damon films, what is Bourne's first name? Dean.
Jason.
Correct. In what century was the famous astronomer Galileo born? Sarah.
13.
This is crucial. You've got to get this right. This has to be right. You said 13th. 50 seconds, 10 seconds gone already. If you get this wrong, I will take another 10 seconds away from that, making it even more difficult to wipe out 5 players in that allocated time of 40 seconds. However, if you're right, you can cash trap a player, making it easier, giving you only 4 players to wipe out in 50 seconds. You said 13th century. The correct answer is 16th century. That is Sarah. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief. I take 10 seconds away from the 50, leaving you with 40 seconds now. Everyone, fingers back on the buzzers. Here we go. Your time starts again now. On what Mediterranean island is Ayia Napa a resort? Dean.
Cyprus.
Correct. Who wrote the 1951 novel The Catcher in the Rye? Christine.
Sorry, forgot.
You are cash-trapped, Christine. Only 4 players left to trap in 31 seconds, Sarah, and you're going home with £21,000. It's up to Tony, Dean, Lucy and Ilias to stop you if they want to remain in the game and keep hold of their money. 31 seconds remaining. Here we go. Your time starts again now. What fish is an ingredient in Worcestershire sauce? Sarah.
Anchovies.
You're saying anchovies with 27 seconds left. If anchovies is right, you can cash trap a player. If it's wrong, I'll take another 10 seconds away, leaving you with 17 seconds. Sarah, you say anchovies? The correct answer is anchovy. You're absolutely right. Now, who do you want to cash trap?
Dean, please.
Cash trapping Dean. Only leaves 3 players left in to fight it out and remain in. Pressure's on. Ilias, you feeling it?
Yeah, definitely.
OK.
Come on, guys.
Here we go. 27 seconds remaining. Your time starts again. Now, true or false, Oasis have had more UK #1 singles. Sarah.
True.
I didn't even ask the question. True or false, Oasis have had more UK #1 singles than Blur. You have said true. That is a massive, massive risk with 20 seconds left. If you're wrong, it's another 10 seconds away. You've intercepted really early. You have said true. Is the correct answer, Sarah. Well played, very well played indeed. You cash trap an opponent. Who will it be?
Lucy, please.
You're cash trapping Lucy. You're only 2 players to trap away from going home with £21,000.
No pressure, then.
No pressure at all. 20 seconds remains. You're 20 seconds away from going home with £21,000. Are you ready, players? Here we go. Here's your question. Your time starts again. Now, in the body, what is the medical name for the collarbone? Sarah.
Scapula.
You're saying scapula. If you're wrong, I take away 10 seconds. It leaves you 6 seconds to cash trap the 2. You said scapula. The correct answer is clavicle. You are wrong. I take away 10 seconds. You are left now with 6 seconds to cash trap the 2 players, Ilias and Tony. £21,000 slipping through your fingers. Here we go. Your time starts again now. What New York-born actress starred in the films Freaky Friday and Mean Girls? Sarah. Your time is up. Your time is up. You have run out of time. A correct answer would have been Lindsay Lohan. You have not escaped. You stay for another day. You have cash-trapped yourself. Everyone is back in the game.
Oh, Sarah.
Dino's thrilled. Sarah, I have to take away your £21,000. You return tomorrow with 0. Let's bring the other sums back up, indeed, please, for the rest of the players. There we are. Dean, you still have your £13,600 intact. Lucy still has 21,000. Ilias, 9,300. Christine, 2,100. Tony, 7,700. Tomorrow, Sarah, you come back with no money at all. These amounts will now be rolled over to tomorrow. Once again, everyone, you've missed out on escaping. But guess what, folks? You're all still cash-trapped. We'll see you next time.
When he said Oasis, I know it was a risk, but I think it was a 60-40 risk rather than a, 50-50. So, there you go. But with the bone, I was just guessing it. I just said the first bone that came into my head, and there's rather a lot of bones that I could have picked.
I think I'm starting to crack under the pressure, yes. I don't know if I've got any knowledge left in my brain. I think I've used it all.
I'm starting to think now that I'm going to keep my strategy secret, but yeah, I've got a good idea about that. I'd have played it very differently to what I did to start with, so we'll see.
I was just imagining sitting in my conservatory with no leaks and... There you go, gone, never mind. That was tomorrow.
Recharge my brain, I might be all right tomorrow. Oh.